with the analog to digital converters, it only works in, I believe, what is it now, 8 distinct bytes. It only goes from 0 to 250. No, it only goes from 0 to some set value, so it works in discrete steps.
Yeah, I understand that there is discretization, but what physical quantity is it supposed to measure, like displacement?
Well, no, the piezoelectrics measure a transient force. So if you apply a quick force to the piezoelectric, the digital value is going to spike.
Okay.
But it's more change in force than an exact force because the piezoelectric state is charged.
Okay.
So it doesn't measure like if I put sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Any more questions?
No.
No? No, okay. If you have no more questions, Doris, please give the scores.
Wonderful.
Let's show the scores for the reporter. It's 5, 4. Once again, it's 5, 4, 4, 4, and 3. And for the opponent, it's 7, 7, 5, 6, and 7. For the reviewer,
Again?
Again, it's for the
Yeah, sure.
Again?
for the opponent.
Again?
Again,
Okay.
it's 7, 7, 6, 6 and 7. And for the reviewer, it's 7, 7, 6, 7 and 6. Okay. For the writer, we have 1, 0, 3 from Felicia.
唔係你要諗啊，佢個 review 比上一個波人高分嘅。
Let's say good setup, and then theory and not complete. We have a mechanical problem with Newton's law without forces, here are no forces, torques and so on. It's impossible to quantitatively go far. So I expected at least given force for magnets, for contact points and so on. Looking theory, you have a quotient of motion only for C fields, it's just line, not V and V of prime grade. You have many graphs, prime grades, explanation theory for this. You will explain why should start climbing, but not for
Yes, thank you for the show. For me, I give a 5 because you have quite good setup, but you are lack of some data. You can use for some classification only maybe 4 dots or only 1 dot or only 2 dots. That's not enough for me. So I think the partial score is 1 plus 2.5 and 1.5. So that is 5. And for the opponent, we have quite similar scores. Maybe you can start from the 6. Nuria?
Okay, my partial grades are 1.5 for the question asked, and 2 for the review opposition, and 1.5 to 1 to 3/4 for the discussion. Okay, I think that for the review is okay because I think your review is you review most of the points, but I think that for your own opinion, maybe describe it a little bit more good. Okay, because to me it's like a general hand waving opinion, not deeply. And for the discussion, okay, according to my note, what I saw is that you switch your topic very fast. Okay, you have at least to my note that you discussed the 7 points, which I can follow, and in between there are several minor points you mentioned. But all of them, usually you ask something like why the pivot point is at the bottom, and then certainly you don't agree, but you didn't speak out what's in your mind and why it's not at the bottom. Okay, I think that will concern to some estimation, or you can get that from the experiment. So if you can speak it out, even it's an imaging idea, I think that will improve the understanding of the problem and knows why it should be modified to certain direction. Okay. think that's mine.
Thank you. And we have 3, 7, maybe Shili can give some comments about 7.
I give 7. Okay, so my partial grade, 1.5 for the question asked. I like the speech, so I give a 3. And then for the discussion, I give a 1.5. Yeah, so again, the discussion part, there are certain parts I feel that you can push a little bit more to reach a certain conclusion. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm.
Okay, for the reward, we are there. You give a 6.
Okay.
Some comments, please.
My partial grade for the question is a 1.25, and to the review of the report, I think it's quite nice. So it's a 1.75. But for the review of the opposition, I think it's normal. So I give 1. And for the discussion analyze, I think it's also pretty about the average. So I give it 1. So sum up to 6. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And Marius, could you please give some comments
Yes.
about 7? Thank you.
Okay, so I gave you 1.12 for questions because I thought they were okay. They're very good. For example, you started with the most important first component that drives the magnet upwards. You mentioned the magnetization and that it wasn't really investigated in this report. So that's where I scored you high. I also scored some minor points in the missed out category.